Hi, everybody. You're watching White Mountains TV. It's Chris in the North Conway studio, joined remotely by one of our favorite guests. It's Nate Harvey up at Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road in Pinkham Notch. How's it going, Nate?
Yeah, so who else is on your favorite list, Chris, since you threw it out there?
You know, there are a select few. There's only a few people that make that list, but you are definitely in the top 75% of our guests, I would say.
Wow.
We love Nate. He always brings the goods. Nate, you are known as the guy who has fun. You love fun. What have you been doing this past week? What's a typical week in the life of Nate Harvey like at the end of summer, beginning of fall?
Well, let's just talk about the 8 to 5 gig, all right? So here at Great Glen Trails, we have been very busy with bike rentals and kayak tours. It's still happening. We've had our best season ever, mostly due to the pandemic. People want to come play, and we've got, as you say, the goods. So we keep our kayak trips really small in size and numbers. We've got some quality equipment here that we use, and the same for biking. Our own private trail network disperses the crowds very well.
Yeah, and it makes it easy for families and first-timers. You can just show up and go mountain biking. You don't have to worry about, finding the right trailheads and where you're going to come out and getting lost. You don't even really have to worry about having a bike. You can take care of everything in one stop at Great Glen Trails.
Yeah, the recommendation is to reserve ahead of time for your bikes. All the sizing and info is on our website to do that, so that you know you've got what you came for. It'll be ready for you when you get here. We're doing these mask things inside the lodge, but obviously not when you're riding the bike. So we appreciate it, guys, when you throw that mask on. It keeps everybody safe, as we know, and we'll get through it, and we'll get to the winter.
But don't pull it up over your eyes like Nate just had it. That makes it hard to navigate.
I guess I'd rather have you over your eyes than not over your nose.
So mountain biking is ongoing through the fall foliage season, I assume. And what about kayaking?
Yeah, biking through the weekend after Columbus, and maybe kayaking will go until about Columbus Day. It gets a little chilly for the morning tours after that. We have less or more limited tours, I would say, available in the fall due to some of our help going back to school or doing their other things. So definitely reserve ahead for that too. Also, Chris, we annually sell off our bikes and kayaks. Most of the bikes are actually spoken for already. They sold before they even went on sale, if that's possible. And then the boats can sort of get this trickle out the door at this point, because we're still doing tours. So we need some of them, but some of them can go away. So just call us on those.
Great deals at Great Glen Trails. Check that out. And what's nice is you guys have really nice equipment too. So you're getting a great deal on things that sometimes have been used for a single season and are in great shape.
Yeah, that's right. So because we sell it off every season, it is in good shape, and we have the best stuff for the next season. We're so lucky.
the best terrain, the best gear. And what about the Mount Washington Auto Road? How is that going to factor into the fall?
I would imagine we will continue to be busy on the weekends. And it's just, so the pro tip, I guess, is come earlier in the morning.
Yep.
To avoid any wait in line to go up the auto road, wait to get to the porta potty at the summit, wait to get your sandwich somewhere. Just if you come earlier, like if you're staying over the night, come to the auto road at 9 in the morning. Yep. Sometimes the clearest views are in the morning, and it just avoids being congested. COVID or not, it's always the busiest here between 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because that's when it's nice to go up Mount Washington right after lunch. But if you can rearrange your day, I just urge people to come earlier. The other thing on the auto road, Chris, I think a lot of people have figured out, but the summit building, the state park building, is only open by reservation. So to get in there and see the souvenirs or the cafeteria, or more importantly, usually the restrooms, you have to make a reservation on the state park website. I mean, it's only $1 for your whole party, but they're trying to, monitor the number of people in that building.
Yep.
They're doing a good job at it using the system. And on a busy weekend or even busy midweek day, you probably won't get in if you don't have a reservation.
All right.
So for folks planning their timing, usually we tell people it takes around a half an hour to get up the auto road or so. So you could say, okay, I'm going to start driving up at 10:30. maybe I'll make my reservation from 11:15 to 12:15 or something.
Great idea. So that is the New Hampshire State Park Service. Do you happen to know their website off the top of your head?
I think it's nhstateparks.gov maybe, but I think you'll just, if you look for New Hampshire State Parks, you'll find it.
Right, because it's important.
There's definitely a link to where to book that on our website. So.
Okay, and that's at MountWashingtonAutoRoad.com or GreatGlenTrails.com. Those all connect together. And Nate, looking forward to the next season. Winter's coming up. Great Glen Trails has some of the best cross-country ski trails around. What's winter going to look like up there?
I heard we were in the top 75% to places to go cross-country ski.
You're in the top 75%. Great Glen Trails is in the top, 2%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We must be advertising with TV16 this year. Yeah, so looking ahead, I'm not going to say business as usual because we're wearing masks, and we're definitely being more cautious than that in the lodge and how we prepare our rental equipment and all that. But we're still going skiing in the woods. So I'm pretty excited for what could be, if this trend, what I saw for summer with biking and kayaking and outdoor activities like hiking kind of continues, we could have the busiest winter in 30 years for cross country, and that sport kind of needs that here in the East.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this could be, a great winter. Especially, I think cross country skiing is going to be a little bit easier to navigate than maybe alpine skiing, because cross country skiing can usually, even if you need rentals and things like that, you can usually get in and out of the base lodge pretty quickly and spend most of your time out in the woods, away from people, exploring the trails and the forests and the views of Great Glen Trails. So I think it has the potential to be a good winter. Let's hope the snow gods smile on us.
Yeah, we have the same staff here, and that's what people sort of come here for, is the staff in the lodge and the good terrain. So none of that has changed. Well, you only see the top half of us, but
which is the better half.
It's
in this case.
Yeah, exactly. It's still Great Glen. And I think people that maybe have rented snowshoes before or rented skis a couple times, they might pull the trigger on purchasing. So we've sort of upped our inventory a little bit, and we're ready for a good sales fall. Don't wait anymore. Yeah. People usually wait till March for deals, but there will be nothing left this year.
And that's important because one of the trends in retail this year is bikes have sold out. I know boats, there's been low inventory at shops across the country. Everybody is gravitating towards the outdoors. So if you're planning on cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, you want to get new gear for this season, talk to Nate now.
Yeah. Yep. We're getting stuff in this month that normally would showcase in November, but we'll be ready to roll here shortly.
All right. Nate Harvey, Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it, Chris. I say, with the weather and things that happen on Mount Washington, it's always good to check the website before you come up, just to make sure that it didn't snow last night, because we're in that.
Yep, you're doing a little bit of the max headroom thing there, Nate. I don't know. If we heard most of that, but the gist was check the website because they are up in Pinkham Notch, and sometimes their weather pattern is even different than down here in North Conway in the southern part of the Mount Washington Valley. So GreatGlenTrails.com, the best place. And 466, what's your phone number?
Let's call it 466 3988.
3988.
We have 17 different lines, so we'll use that one now. And Chris, just as a closing, I'll be surprised if 2% of the people watching know who Max Headroom is, but that was a good call.
Yeah, I'm kind of dating myself there, but I've doing the Zoom, it really has brought me back to that show, and I'm kind of surprised there aren't more references to Max Headroom. I could go for a nice cold cola right about now.
That's it, man. Coca-Cola and MTV. That's the
absolutely. All right, Nate, thank you so much for joining us, and you guys are watching White Mountains TV.